Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the JuveCorner cast game reaction from here. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't even want to talk about this really, but we're doing it because we love
Why?
it for our
Why
fans.
again? Why again, bro? This is getting ridiculous. This is absurd, bro. Juventus is back. This is, oh my gosh.
This is terrible, man. Dave, what's going on, my guy? Haven't seen you in a while in the chat, but good for you to be back. But bad. This is bad. This is really, 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 really pathetic. This is really pathetic. Very
How do you go
pathetic.
from beating Manchester City to tying?
I don't know. I don't know, man. But this is just bad. Everybody, like I said, and like Angelo said, Juventus is back, guys. I have no words. I have no words. I have no words with this Juventus anymore. We go from having a wonderful live watch along on Wednesday to now having an emergency pod because of this pathetic game that we had to watch today. Terrible, terrible display. Just I don't even know what to say anymore. Like I really don't.
So we go up, they tie, then they go up and we tie.
Yep.
Can someone explain the sequence of events here? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not just that, bro, but like even Anthony says, here, Ciao Gio and Angelo, Juventus strikes again. Yeah, well, I know you, Milanista, you're probably laughing right now because you have chances now to win. I think your match and to
We
catch up to us, but man,
we're legit
terrible.
we're a laughing stock.
No, I'm just laughing because it's just like it's how pathetic we played today. You know, Gatti, the
Diago
person.
Drota.
Yeah, exactly.
Diago Drota.
I just don't know what to really say with this team anymore because it's like we already had, our chances. We should have put them away. It had to be a Vlahovic penalty to save us at the last minute. Seriously?
Never thought we'd be saying that.
No, I mean, like I said, I do like Vlahovic. It's just that, come on, in the last minute, you have to, pray for a miracle. We
Well,
shouldn't
that's what
be
I'm
doing
saying. You
that.
never thought you'd be praying for a penalty miracle against a
Exactly.
team like Venezia.
Yeah. And we also got Sunseed as well. Says we still undefeated, so I'm not mad, but we need new players and new tactics. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We need a lot of new stuff right now. We definitely need like that big impact in this team, which we haven't really seen. We saw it against Manchester City, but where was that? Where was
Today.
it? Like, where was it today?
I
Angelo, what did you see in the game that made you say, "Wow, this is like spectacular of Juventus"? I didn't see nothing.
no.
I didn't see
No.
nothing.
No, it
Nothing.
felt like we took two steps forward with it seems like we took two steps forward when we played Manchester City, like wow, very good here. And then this game, we went three steps back to our original way. I mean, I also felt that Conceição should have gotten a pen
Oh
in
yeah,
the second half.
yeah. I
He
saw
was
that push
pushed.
in the second half. Yeah,
Yeah, he was pushed from behind there. Clear arm extension. I don't know. I forgot exactly what minute it was at, but I don't think it was too late in. I'm not 100% sure. But if you watch the game and you saw that extension when he was in the box, beat his man, I was like, all right, that's a clear pen. I don't know why he didn't call that. I mean, it's not a shoulder to shoulder. The arm is fully extended into his back. He had the man beat already, going towards goal. He stopped the goal scoring opportunity. So that's a penalty. I mean, I just don't understand what the refs thought process there where he's like that's arguably not a penalty. I don't know. I mean, if
yeah,
that's not a penalty, I feel like then some of the free kicks that were given up last week that we had against Manchester City, then those should have been called back. You know what I mean?
yeah. hundred
Because they were
percent.
calling some soft fouls there. But they did make up for it and give us a pen there. But if you got Conceição's pen, that would have been two pens in the game and we would have won.
We would have won exactly, and not just that, but also the Yildiz. He actually did score, but then they took it back because of a handball, which I'm like, I wish I could go back to replay because I didn't really see that yet because I was actually cooking lunch when that happened. And the fine thing was, I do want to say a couple of shout outs here as well. Josh in the chat, True Gooner. Hey, Josh, we gotta plan another one, man. We have to plan another live stream or like a podcast, on my channel or your channel. We gotta do something together, man, because definitely you are one, man, and for sure, big up to you, man. Big up to you, man. And yeah, no, 100%. He also says, there you go, grande ragazzi. Big up to you, man, Josh. Big up to you. And some C says, I kind of zoomed out and thought it was Vlahovic taking a free kick, but no, it was a penalty. So I got excited and glad that he scored. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I'm happy. I was actually a little bit nervous about Vlahovic missing that penalty, but definitely, like I said, Vlahovic, good thing he did score that penalty because at least we're still undefeated, as you said before as well. So and he also says this team is so inconsistent and it's annoying because we have potential. We keep playing down to our comp. Yeah, 100%. We should have been beating this Venezia side. This Venezia is in last place. How can you be tying to a team that's in last place with
But
this?
I felt like we had moments where we were eating them, and then there was moments where like we should have been doing much better. Like I felt like Turam had some magical moments today. I feel like
Yeah,
I saw a little bit more spark from him where he was driving the ball up the middle a bit. I don't know if you remember he played like an outside the foot flick in the air to I believe it was a Vlahovic
I think it was Vlahovic.
or is it
Vlahovic,
Yildiz?
I'm not sure. I think it was Vlahovic.
Yeah, I believe it was Vlahovic as well. I mean, you had opportunities like that where you just saw that magic from him, which I was glad to see. I mean, I feel like in the other games, Kefren Turam has not been such he hasn't been like so visible. Where this game I saw more from him, and I was like, all right, maybe I like how this is going for him, but let's see more of that in our upcoming matches, and hopefully he stays consistent and progresses from that. But that was just something I like to add about a player like you were asking before. What I thought about that was
Mhm.
definitely someone who's hasn't been playing at his top level, but I was happy to see him make more of a presence today.
Exactly. And Josh also says here, I thought you guys turned a corner and got that momentum and confidence after beating Man City, but now it's back to dropping more points against team that Juve should be beating, especially at home. 100%. Especially playing at home, our home should be like a fortress. Like any team that comes to the Allianz is scared. They should be feared. Like Juventus should be feared at this point. Especially at home. That's what it should be. It should be that presence. You know,
12th
and
man, we
it's
always say
just
it.
exactly, and it's not. It worked against Manchester City because what an atmosphere against there. But like I said, against teams like Venezia, you have to finish them off. You have to scoring one goal in this type of game today does not work anymore. It does not work. It does not work. It works sometimes, but it won't work eventually because, like I said, it just takes a matter of time, and then the opponent's just going to score. It's just a matter of time. Like I didn't like in the first half, Venezia didn't have really any clear chances, but guess what? They ended up scoring anyway. So that's the biggest thing that I'm really pissed about is that why can't we close teams off? Like we can't. We need to do something. We need to do something. It's just not. It's just not good. Same thing with I think all the players. Duram, I think not my ideal player that I think we should have started with, especially with McKennie, because they're two both aggressive players. I think if we have just one on the field, that's fine. But if we have two, when we don't have that guy that can dictate the play, it kills the game as well. Locatelli on the bench and Fagioli on the bench, like at least start one. I would
Yeah.
have started. I would have started the best formation because we needed these three
I
points today.
look
We
at
needed
Telly
it.
should have started for sure.
Yeah, no, and exactly, and that's what I'm saying. The only I think person that really stood out would be that created that penalty would be Chico Conceição. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it. He's been the only guy that has been,
that's really stood out
I think, the most consistent player.
for
Exactly.
sure.
He has been only the most consistent player.
And I'm not saying
We also got Josh here. Yeah, so we got Josh here says, "Big up, brother. Every time, keep smashing it, Fratello. No problem, man. I got you, man.
I'm not
And
saying I'm not
we'll do more
advocating
content."
that I'm not advocating that
Mhm.
Thuram had a phenomenal game or like he's man of the match. I just felt like he stepped up another level from what we've seen before in presence. I feel there's definitely he needs to be playing much better and everything, but it was a little more that we saw a little more from him today than we have in the past. That's just what I was adding there. You know what I mean? Like Did you feel that way? Did you feel that he showed a little bit more presence on the ball?
Oh yeah, 100%. I know. I think, like I said, the biggest problem I think today was, we didn't have a person that to dictate to play like a Locatelli on the field or like a
For sure.
Fagioli, somebody like that, because we had two players with the same characteristics, and like I said, when you have that, it doesn't normally work. So, I mean, listen, I expected, like, I had a feeling before the game that it was going to be either a tie or a loss today, but what do you expect from this team? Like, it's just come on, come on,
I don't
come
know
on.
if Malta they took it like took it for granted that, oh, it's Venezia, we're playing at home, like we should beat them. Obviously we obviously should beat them, but like I feel like that's how we went in, not saying like this is another game against like how he went in against City, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 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 Josh comment here says, Luis didn't play. He came in the second half. He didn't
Yeah.
play up to par. He didn't play up to par. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't his best performance. I think we all know that. He's also coming off an injury, so it's like a little expectation for him there. So
A- And also, I mean, the teams like that are coming in to play Juventus, like team like Venezia, they should be like when they hear they're playing Juventus, they should already have that fear like within them.
yeah,
Like when you're coming into that stadium, they should be nervous. Like, oh my gosh, we have to play Juventus like at home. Like that should they should put that it should put that frighten on them. And I feel right now this Juventus squad isn't necessarily doing that. I feel like after that City game, I feel other teams started looking at them like, wow, okay, this team could step up. But then they just do this, and it's like, all right,
exactly.
maybe you could argue was City a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
People could start
Exactly.
saying that was that win against City a fluke? Is that gonna happen again? Because you beat them 2-0, but then you come back and you tie Venezia, and it's not like a 1-1 tie. It was a 2-2 tie, and you kind of shot yourself in the foot because, like you said, you go up in the Gatti scores 19th minute, then they come back, score in the 61st minute, they go up in the 83rd minute, and then to only tie it with a penalty in the 90 plus. So
Exactly.
that's where it's like, all right, like now people are starting to wonder what is this Juventus team really like? Are they that team that could beat City, or are they that team that's tying Venezia?
Exactly, exactly, and that's going to be the biggest controversy now, especially now with all the fans are now, because this RB comps actually. I'm going to read your comments in a second, but it's been bringing out a lot of things, man, a lot of stuff. But yeah, no, but to answer this comment from Josh, it says, "What's happening with Fagioli? I watch him for the Azzurri. He looks very good, but why does he not start for you guys? He's in bad form at the moment. He hasn't been as good, and Diego Mota, I just think doesn't want to start him for some reason. There's got to be a reason. Something's happening behind the scenes with the Fagioli, but he's a good prospect. He's a good, he has good potential to become, but I just think that." We're going to end up selling him in January to fund for maybe David Hanko that's linked to us, which we are going to talk about a little bit of the Mercato towards the end of this stream. But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, you know. And Joe Musso is in the chat as well. It says, someone who stood out for me today was Chico again, always performing 100%. I agree. Chico has, like I said, been the most impactful purchase of this summer, and is still going as well. He's been the only player that I think shouldn't even be like. He's just on another level. I like Chico, especially because he creates a lot, and he's always dangerous when he gets on the ball. And he also creates a lot of the chances for this team because he created that penalty in the last minute. So definitely props to him, 100%. Hopefully, like I said, this team starts winning because, man, we can't afford to draw more games like this. This is our 10th draw of the season. This is our 10th draw in the Serie, but I think it's like this 11th or 12th draw now in like the whole comp, like in all comps. So RB comp says Vlahovic started arguing. Oh yeah, I saw that at the end of the game. Yeah, yeah, Vlahovic is doing something. I don't know what's happening with that, but that's why I've been saying that Vlahovic. I think he's going to end up leaving Juventus at the end of the summer, and we're going to have to look for someone else.
Well, I'd also like to just add real quick, going back to what you said about like our standings with them having the 10 ties in Serie A. Currently 16 matches played, 6 wins, 10 draws, 0 losses, total of 28 point. Wait. Yeah, total of 28 points. So that's putting us in 6th place. I mean, you have Atalanta leading the table with 37 points and 12 wins. So like I was saying in previous streams, we're starting to let that slip away for the Scudetto. Now
Yeah.
we're in 6th place. Now we have to fight to get that top 4 back.
Yeah, no, I honestly, if I'm going to talk about the Scudetto, I don't see us winning the Scudetto now.
No.
I don't see it. I don't even see it now. I don't even see us like even like we're gonna have to challenge for top four now.
I was
It's
say
it's it's
I was
just
like our
no,
fights for top 4, not the Scudetto.
yeah, top four. Try to do well in Champions League and just go for the Coppa Italia and just see what we do. But top four is definitely going to be the biggest mark for Thiago Motta this season. Next season should be the title push. No excuses. No excuses, especially if we get reinforcements. So no
Yeah,
excuses.
if we do well over the summer, if we get the people that we need, yeah, exactly. Title push is what we need to go for next year. This year, I feel like that's too far out of reach. I
Yeah.
mean, you're with wins, you got 6 wins right now and 10 draws. Like, what?
Yeah. Exactly. We need to do better. We need to do better, and let's see what happens, especially when we get towards January, what we're on, and we need to start winning too. This is not acceptable. It's not acceptable to win against the Manchester City and then almost lose against Venezia at home. So it's definitely like I said, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. So we need to do something about it. But let's talk about what's been happening with the Vlahovic situation now, as RB Combs has just brought it out. And he just says it right here. Vlahovic was actually all right today, but started bitching at the fans who pay a lot of money. Exactly. That's why that's the biggest question now is: do you guys think that Vlahovic is going to leave at the end of the summer? I think so.
Yeah.
He's 100% going to leave. Angelo, what are your thoughts on Vlahovic?
Look, I mean, we've said in the past he goes in his consistency spells where he's producing, scoring, doing good things. He's looking like a top player, but then he goes into cycles where he's not. He's not performing up to par. I mean, he scored today, which was good. I just feel like you can't be going after your fans like that, especially when you're the one that wants to get paid more money.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
when you want the money and the fans are the ones that are funding. They're paying lots of money to come support the team, and obviously that money goes towards your salary. So they're not the ones you want to be picking fights with
Yeah,
because I mean, look, I think Juntali would. I don't think Juntali would hesitate if he got a good deal and just say, "All right, we're taking it. Give us the bag and you're out." You know what I mean? Because definitely there's better options out there that you could sign if you get a good price for Vlahovic, and I think Juntali could do in the summer. So I think arguing with the fans and that stuff is just nonsense. Just let it be, bro. I mean, you're always gonna have somebody who's gonna have something to say.
yeah,
I mean, like we have something to say. You know what I mean? Like this is why, like we talk about this. So there's always something for someone to say. And if you're gonna argue with fans, I mean that's just ridiculous. You're there to play football and win,
exactly.
and you're getting paid a lot of money to do so. And the people that you're arguing with are, like I said, contributing to your salary. So that's all. And like if you're gonna say about the summer, yeah, I see him going in the summer as well. Like I said, Juntli gets good price tag for him, and they they give Vlahovic what he wants for the money. I think it's just a done deal. He's just out.
Yeah, exactly. And we like I said, we need to do way better than what we did today. And let's see what really happens, you
I,
know, in the next game.
I'm
So
just what I'm scared is what's gonna happen with Fajoli. Like I said, I agree. I think he's gonna leave, but I hope we get the price right and that we're gonna grab someone good. I feel like I don't want us to rush it and just get anybody. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's why I'm kind of hoping Juntali does the right thing where he's like patient, but also on the radar for the right guys that
exactly.
are that not ones that are injury prone, not ones that are inconsistent where we're gonna get them, we're gonna sell our guy, but we're gonna get someone who's not better. Like we shouldn't be getting someone that's equal to Fagioli. We need someone that's better than him. If we're getting rid of him, we shouldn't be getting someone that's the same. You know what I mean? Or worse. It needs to be at least the same or better.
Yeah, and guys, I have to agree with David in the chat right now. He says Locatelli is way better than Fagioli.
Hundred
Yeah, hundred
percent,
percent, 100%.
100%.
He's been more solid. I think he's also
And
been
look at the minutes being played.
exactly. So that shows a lot, especially in a new team as well. Locatelli really turned himself around, especially under Thiago Motta. And
Yeah,
like I said, we all know that this Juventus team is not going to be perfect, but we expected 3 points today. We expected a continuity from that City game, especially because we won against City, in a nice fashion as well. And that shows that that game now it means zero. That game against City means zero now. So we need to do way better. I need to see way more now from this team. Like what can we do, especially because of the teams that we are going to be coming up against. Because I'm now, you know, it's like what are we going to do? Because like we're going to be coming up against Atalanta soon. Milan again because we're going to be playing them. And we have to also remember January 1st, right after the New Year's, is going to be the Supercoppa. So we're going to have to play Milan in that semifinal. And if we make it, we're going to make it to the final. But like I said, we need something to bring us with confidence, right? January is going to be, I think, maybe the boost that we need because if we get like a couple good players, like maybe like a David Hanko that's already said yes to Juventus, which we will talk about, and then other rumors of Xerxes because he hasn't even started and Amarin is preferring Hoyland over him. So like I said, we need something to give us a big boost, especially in the attack. Our attack is just wasteful, 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 wasteful.
yeah. Also, yeah. On the fact of wasteful, I have not been pleased with Coop Miners at all.
Yeah, Coop miners. I like I said,
Very
but here's the thing.
disappointing.
Here's the thing with Coop miners. I've been saying this for the longest time. I think that he's just playing in the wrong position.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Thiago Motta see this though? This is the biggest thing. Is it because he's stubborn? He doesn't want to change his way of thinking, or is it because he's wants to play conservative? Because after that Bremer ACL and that Cabal ACL, it's just like a whole new thing.
My thing is
But
also, do you ever think it's Coop Miners that's being stubborn as well?
I
Where
don't
he
think it's.
doesn't want,
I don't
where
know if it's
he
Coop
don't want to
miners.
drop. He wants to hold that 10 roll.
It could be. It could be. But I just think that, like I said, I think in order for Coop Miners to really be at his best, yes, I think he has to drop that 10 roll, give it to Yildiz. Like I've been saying, why don't we play Mbangula on the left, put Yildiz as the 10, and drop Coop Miners and play with him with Locatelli? I've been saying this from the get go, bro. And this is the thing with, why Thiago Motta is not, seeing this. I don't know why. But just try that out for a game, see how it goes. Because Yildiz has already proved that he could do very well in that 10 role. When Coop Miners, I think, gets more on the ball, he's more effective because he creates more. And then number 3, you put in Bangula, that has been always, I think, one of our guys that will come off the bench and bring a little bit of energy. Start him, let him grow into matches, and let him start to play. And I think if we could do that, we could see that as well. It'd be much better, much better. But we also need something like other than a Vice Vlahovic because we cannot go into January with no other striker. And then I heard that Milik is going to be coming back towards the end of December for the Fiorentina game. So let's see what happens with that. If that's going to be good. Nico Gonzalez actually made a couple minutes, which is a good thing. That our injuries are coming back, but we can't expect that much from those injuries, because they're not going to be on form, and like I said, they're going to have tired legs, because they're not, like I said, their stamina's not there. So we need to really work on what we got to do in the next game because, like I said, it's going to get crucial and crucial and crucial now because we lost so many points that I really don't know what's going to happen now. Like the Scudetto's falling away.
Definitely.
Not gonna say it's over because nothing is over till the fat lady sings, but judging what I'm seeing right now, Scudetto's out of the question. you know. So we definitely, like I said, you know, we need to go forward. Put this game behind us. Go forward. Let's have a little bit more confidence. And I'm gonna go back with the RB comms comment from the Vlahovic because Vlahovic instead of
You
arguing
mind
with the
pulling that RB
fans.
comps comment up? I
Mhm. Yeah, no, it says exactly this one, especially when
yeah,
he
yeah, I
was
remember.
yeah, the fans and stuff like that, which they do pay a lot of money to go to see those games. It's 100% right, but like I said, we need to do something. We need to do way better, and like I said, Coop Miners, in my opinion, is getting misused. Just like how, for example, and David just brought this up as well. He's also said that Locatelli got misused by Allegri. Same thing, right? How Locatelli changed on the Diagamota and you compare him to Allegri, do the same thing, right? You're comparing now Coop Miners to Gasperini. In my opinion, um, or I would say in multi style play, we're using Coop Miners way. It's just not even like you can't compare Diagamota style to Gasperini style, and that's why Coop Miners fitted more into Gasperini style because he always would go towards the wings. He always come in and he'll come like inward. So, but that doesn't really work under Diagamota because it's more balanced.
Yeah, I feel that's Mota for obviously not picking that up. That's his fault. But also like the scouting and like the recruitment and all that, the staff around those areas of the game. Like when you're scouting a player like that, all right, Koopman, is this the player that how he is? Is he gonna fit our role? Like if you're not gonna use him that
Mhm.
way when you're scouting this player, you're seeing his tendencies, and you're not gonna play to this player's tendencies, then you just threw money out the window because if you're not going to let the player play to his strengths, okay, you've seen how he moves like this, you've seen how he operates, and then you're gonna play him in a way that's not gonna fit him to see his full potential. So like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
And that's what I've been saying is just that we need to do way better in terms of those situations.
Gio, you good?
Yeah. Wait, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but your thing kind of like flashed on my end for a second. Am I good?
Oh, yeah. No, you're good. Everything's good on
Okay,
my end. But yeah, no.
okay, so it might have been me.
Yeah. So like I said, uh, that's the biggest concern. Is Thiago Motta really going to get the best out of this team? That's everybody's concern now. We need to do way better than we did today because but this is I blame Thiago Motta on this game. I really blame Thiago Motta because I just feel like that he's not you know he's not using the players right. And like I said, and Primo Caucho right here says that Yildiz is playing on the wing because Motta has his doughboy in the 10. Exactly. No, I agree with you, man. I've been saying this from the get go. Get you know get Coop Miners, drop him back because that's what I think that he would play better under our system. Just drop him back. Let's see how he does. And like I said, or Thiago Motta needs to just update his tactics because it's like it's not working. It's not working with this Juventus up front.
Yeah.
So we need to do something.
Yeah, they need to move the players into a way that it's going to work within his system or change it that works for the players, not for the way it works for himself, for his ideologies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also it's like I feel Yildiz in this Juventus is not be I feel like he's so underrated.
No, he is. It's just that
I
like
feel
David
like
also says in this right here. David says this as well. It's just Yildiz doesn't really have the speed, for the wings, which is why he is
he'd
better
be
as
better
the
in
10.
10, yeah.
Exactly. And he's giving more, I would say, a continuity in that 10 role than he is on the wing because like I said, he's more involved. He's
And it's
more
crazy
involved.
how he's still producing when his speed and everything's not his strong suit, which a winger is typically ha- is usually on the faster end of the team.
Yeah.
So I mean that just goes to show you his IQ, his dribbling ability, his technical ability, all the aspects that come with being a top player, his mental IQ, that you just see how how much of a top player he is, that he could adapt. All right, I'm lacking speed here, but how can I still produce on the wing against players that may be much faster than me, or you know what I mean, have more of like fitness, they may have more stamina. So it's just it's truly remarkable to see how he's adjusting in this situation when it's maybe not his strong suit, but still being productive and producing in games and just being a player that you could see. All right, it's a big game. I got a good feeling Yildiz is going to step up. I feel like you haven't had that spark from Coop Miners yet, and I feel like that's the difference between those two. Is that with Yildiz, yeah, maybe he's not in his most comfortable area. You see, he's lacking certain strengths to fit that role, but you're like, yeah, but I still think he may perform. He may come out and score. I feel Coop Miners, that hasn't been the case. You're just like, oh my gosh, like why is he here? He's not going to perform. There's no hope. I
Yeah.
feel a lot of fans have lost hope for him in that 10 role. That
Oh
they're
yeah.
like, take him out. Take him out. It's just like I feel like a lot of people think he's a lost cause. I mean, well, he's a top player. He could be a top player in that role, but maybe not in this system. And that's just like the hope for that area with us as spectators. I don't know about Mota. It seems he still has hope for him there, but a lot of people I just feel like there's no hope for him there.
Yeah, no, I agree. And like I said, now everybody's going to be questioning, oh, is Mota this? Is Mota that? Is this team going to really start winning again, especially after the draw? It's going to be a time where we are going to start winning, but it's right now, not now. We had now everybody's going to be saying that, oh, the Manchester City game is going to be a fluke. In my opinion, it's two different games because Manchester City is more of a type of an attacking team. They like to play in open space. So we thrive in open space. So that's why I think we beat Manchester City fair and square. But when it comes to playing against Venezia, they like to play in the counter and they like to play in the low blocks, which we struggle a lot with teams like that. So that's why I think that we need to do way better in terms of executing and being more clinical to goal. Because even though we are scoring, we're just like, come on, too many damn ties. Can we get a win? I want to get another win.
I mean,
Like,
look how we reacted to our last one. It was great. Everybody was watching the stream. Everyone was hyped with us. Actually, I think it was one of our most viewed streams. I mean, within 24 hours.
yeah,
So
100%.
I mean, it was a fun stream to do. I mean, I'm not saying this one isn't, but like nobody wants to talk about the 10th draw. Nobody wants to talk about the like how we keep selling games and how we're not performing and how like we want to talk about like celebrations goals. We want to be going over our highlights and just saying, "Wow, that was phenomenal play." But like there's nothing to talk about because it hasn't been shown, and it's sad, guys. I know we're trying to keep it positive and be like we want to see good things from Juventus, but like come on, like they need to step up. I mean, yeah, I felt that Man City stream was one of the best ones we've had because it was just fun to have the watch along and us coming and scoring and just producing. It's just a crazy atmosphere coming from that game. But also, guys, I'd like to say that we hit 300 over 300 follow sorry slow break here. We had over 300 followers on TikTok, so we've done 300 followers in less than 3 months of that account being established. We've hit 500 and over 550 subscribers on YouTube, so that's just another big thing. Let's try to get that to 560 and then grow it to 600, guys. We're doing great. Thank you for all that because it's been it's been fun, and we're just hitting benchmarks each month, each week, and it's just a pleasure to be a
Yeah.
part of this.
Yeah, man. And like I said, and also, guys, after we're finished with the stream soon, because we are going to end it like around 6:10. But, guys, make sure to go check out my latest video before the game, but go check it out anyway. Just like it up and stuff like that. Put your comments in there, what you thought of the Mercato news as well, because David Hanko, like I said, breaking news on that one. He already said yes to Juventus. It's just up to the clubs now to get things done. So let's see what really happens with that. And also the question marks of Jolie leaving in the summer, or not in the summer, in January. Big things. Angelo, do you see Fagioli leaving in January?
Look, I mean, like we've said earlier, actually in this podcast, was that it's it's interesting because I feel he may we I think he'll leave if the price is right, and obviously we get the good. Yeah, I think that if the price is right and everything, and he gets the money he wants, I say I say he's out. My only thing I like to add, which I said I think probably like 10 minutes ago, was that I hope whatever we get with him, I feel it's being put towards something better because we can't go worse than him. If we're getting rid of someone, the person coming in needs to be as good or better. I don't even want to say as good. I want to say better. So we're getting rid of someone. All right, the next person has to be better because then there's no progress being made within the team, you know?
100%. And like I said, I think that Fajoli will leave in
Yeah.
January. I just think that we need to invest in other players. We can't rely on a Fajoli that that has so much potential, but now it's not showing it. So, like I said, we need to have a player that can really change this team, get this team going, especially in January. If maybe have a big impact on it, so that we really need to get something to spark with this team because we haven't seen the spark since for a while. Really, I would say even though we saw a little bit of the progression in that City game, but then we just fumbled it against Venezia. So 100%. Dave says, RP Coms, didn't you make a video on do something? Yeah, no, I saw that too. Then that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. No, but no, I mean, like I said, with this team, it's just like a roller coaster. But it all depends, I think, on Thiago Motta. It also depends on where he puts the players because, in my opinion, he's misused so many players on this team, and I just think that it's enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. You need to start winning these games in the campeonato because if you tie more or even start losing, top four hopes are going to be gone.
Yeah,
So
no,
we
it's
can't we
scary.
can't let that happen. We can't let that happen.
No,
So
I mean, considering the teams that are up for the top four right now, you have Atalanta, Napoli, Inter, Fiorentina. Those are your top four, and then you have Lazio trailing behind, and then we're under Lazio in sixth place. So your top five, I'll give you the number. First place, Atalanta. Second place, Napoli. Third place, Inter. Fourth place, Fiorentina. Fifth place, Lazio. Sixth place, Juventus. And then under that, obviously, if you want to know, seventh is AC Milan.
yes, so and like I said, since we're dropping so many points, we might as well be almost ending up in seventh because
Yeah,
of Milan. Because like I said, if Milan start winning, then we're gonna be looking like dodo heads because we won't be able. Like I said, we're not winning these games, especially these should be easy games. These should be clean sheet games. Di Gregorio coming off a big. I mean, listen, it's not all of his fault, but like I said, Di Gregorio coming off one of his best performances of the season, and like the second goal, I'm like, well, what was that? But even though I'm not gonna blame everything on the goalkeeper, but Gatti with that own goal, uh, that one too. But like I
like
said,
I
we
said,
need to do it better.
if we do it to ourselves,
Yeah.
we honestly do it to ourselves. Whether it's our players doing it or it's Mota with the poor management, because I mean, there's like today, he could have done a much better job.
Oh yeah.
And
hundred
like
percent.
I feel against City, you saw Mota did the right job. All the players stepped up, and that's when you saw a great Juventus win because Mota took the halftime, made his adjustments, got everybody going again, got the energy back within the team and everyone playing and doing their roles, and you saw him make the proper adjustments. And when those adjustments and substitutions went in or happened, you saw great things. I mean, when McKinney came in, and like that's what you want for your subs. I'm not saying you got to score when you come in, but like it's the point of a substitution is an impact player. Like you're
Exactly.
coming in those late minutes to be those reinforcements to make that last minute impact that the team has been struggling to get. That's why you're coming in is to see the guys who aren't producing or that are tired. You come in and you're making the difference. You're pushing through those last however minutes are left, 10, 15, 5, 3. And
Yep.
that's where you saw both Thiago Motta and the players just click and really everyone was doing their job and you saw a victory against a Man City, which they may not be at their best, but Man City's still a top club. No matter what you have to say, beating City in Champions League is still a very good achievement to have when you're still battling for spots.
100% exactly. And that's the biggest thing. Is we can't struggle for spots. Especially with the top four, and supposedly maybe we'll get that fifth Champions League spot because of the new format. But like I said, we can't struggle against teams like Venezia, like Cagliari or like Parma. We can't struggle with teams like that, and especially like with Bologna this season, we shouldn't be able to struggle with them. And that's the biggest thing. We need to start improving. I think our attack. Our attack should be our main focus now.
And Venezia is last place.
Yeah.
Dead
Yeah. Exactly.
dead last. I mean, I don't know if everybody in the chat may not know that, or future listeners of this stream, if you don't know that, they are dead last place. They are up for relegation, and we just tied them. We went from winning a major match in Champions League and being in the top, being in sixth place, to tying and actually almost losing to the worst team in the league.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Yeah. No. I mean, what else is there really to say about this game? Like, it's really nothing. I mean,
Just a poor performance.
just exactly poor performance. I think that the only bright spots I think were actually scoring.
Yeah.
Having that maybe some sparks in the game, but that's pretty much it. You know, there's really not. It's not convincing win, or it's like I said, it's not gonna be like a convincing win. It wouldn't be, and it's not. It's a tie. And that's the biggest. Like I said, this game we should have won like 3-0, 4-0. We should have swept this team. The fact that we didn't just makes like things worse, because now you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna be like, okay, Motta out? Question mark. Are we gonna start? When are we gonna start really winning? When are we gonna be consistent? This and that. Well, I got news, folks. Diego Motta's not going anywhere. That's one. Until we really see really worse performances than this. But like I said, this is a project. We need to grow on it, and let's see what we do in the next. I say the next game. And that's gonna be the biggest one. Like I said, if we could do that, I think that if we could at least win again, that would be way better than today for sure. So
I mean, our upcoming match is against how do you pronounce it, Gio?
what is it? Like, what does it start with?
Cagli.
Oh yeah, Coyote. So Coyote,
Yes.
yeah, so yeah, no, like I said, that should be another win. That should be another win. I think it's in the Coppa Italia, so they'll be playing midweek. So
Correct. It's round of
yeah,
16, Juventus versus Cagliari, and it's gonna be in another home game.
we gotta win that. I don't care, guys. Maybe we'll do a watch along for that, Angelo. Maybe we'll do a watch along for that.
We'll
Maybe
figure that out.
we'll figure it out. But like I said, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, because I think we covered everything for this game. Because honestly, I don't even want to talk about it. We just gotta put this over our heads now.
Yeah, I don't even know how much there is to talk about. We covered Mercato. We covered a little bit of the City game, a little comparison on these two different performances that are just crazy, that we go from that to this. So, I mean, I don't even want to rant about this anymore, because I just feel like it's just being dragged out. It was poor performance. We need to come back better for our upcoming game, especially another home game, round of 16, the Coppa Italia. I mean, guys, we just need to step up so that we can have more streams like we did against the City one, where it was just fun and electric, and just having that feeling of victory within our Juventus hearts.
Exactly. And I think that really wraps up this stream, everybody. And it's a short stream today, because it's just like a little emergency podcast, and we'll have one maybe tomorrow night. We'll see, maybe if we have time. We'll do more, and there'll be another video coming out for tomorrow. So guys, stay tuned for that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat, and just comment actually on the latest video. Go watch the latest video from earlier. And if you want any updates on the Mercato news, and like I said, or watch the stream over again. And yeah, like and subscribe, push notifications for more it's live streams like this, and also more watch alongs that we're going to be preparing for you guys, especially since we are on break from college now and work as well. So like I said, keep going. Let's put this behind us and let's see for the next one against Gaetti, because that's a must win because it's a knockout game. So must win against Gaetti. And yeah, so I think that's it. Angelo, thank you for being on the show again.
Always.
And everybody, like I said, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti. Ciao everybody.
Ciao tutti.